I think the Cleveland.com poll put Nebraska 7th.
Okay, we'll reveal that. You want to know now, or you want?
Are we doing them all at once or one at a time?
Well, let's do. Everybody in some order. I'm assuming has Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon top 3.
Yeah, I would go. I'm Penn State, Oregon. I'm Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon.
That's how I am as well.
Okay.
Austin, is that how you would put the top 3?
Yes.
Okay.
That exact order.
Austin, who's your number 4?
That's what Cleveland.com has as well, by the way.
All right.
Penn
We'll
State,
do them last.
Ohio State, Oregon.
We'll do them last.
Okay.
Yep.
Austin, who's your number 4?
Illinois.
Ravi?
Nebraska.
That's right.
You know this about me.
So we have 2 number 4s.
Who's your number 4?
Illinois.
Okay.
Who is your number 5, Austin?
Could I put ties? I can put ties.
There will be ties.
There will be ties. So
I think.
There will be. Is that the sequel?
Yes.
Yes, this is Daniel Day Lulla.
I'm
an oil man.
I have, because of tie and where it is, I put Washington.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Washington. I didn't see 5th coming.
I've got Illinois at 5.
I put Indiana.
Oh, okay. I do think 5 through 9 especially are very, very close.
All right.
We're probably talking
that's
about like
weird. No Michigan's yet in the top 5. Who's 6?
I have Nebraska. Nebraska, Washington to me were right there.
I've got Michigan 6.
I have Michigan 6th as well. Okay. This would be interesting. Who's 7, AJ?
Iowa.
Ooh. Iowa ahead of SC.
I've got SC.
I have Nebraska.
Okay. All right. You guys are haters. That's fine.
So between the 3 of us, we have to have some sort of SC, Iowa. Well, you have Washington out of the way.
So Washington is the wild card there because I'm just going to.
I don't have Washington in my top 9.
I don't either.
And I love Washington.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be curious to see who gets bumped for you.
Well, it's notable you 2 already have them on there.
Who's 8?
Michigan.
Iowa.
I went with SC.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So who's 9?
USC.
Indiana.
I have Iowa.
So
in
who did you live out?
He left out Indiana.
I don't have Indiana.
Oh,
Them
okay.
10.
Yeah, I've got them 9. So I mean, we're not crazy off there.
And I have them at 5.
So I think 5.
Hang on the Cleveland.com list.
Okay.
5 through 9 is incredibly close.
So
Yes.
none of ours are the same,
Correct. Yeah.
which is about what I thought.
I think we only had one team even,
Michigan at 6.
and then you guys had Illinois at 5. And I think those are the only overlap.
5 for Illinois.
Or Illinois at 4. I had them at 4.
I had him 4 too.
Oh yeah. So Illinois at 4, and then we had Michigan at 6, and that was it. That was the only overlap that we had on this.
All right, let's see what Cleveland.com did. Put that up there for me.
Oh, look at that with the helmets. Good job, Rico.
Oh, that is sweet.
Thankfully, all the helmets are the right way this time.
I heard that. That was hilarious. Huh. Penn State, Ohio. So Oregon has 2 first-place votes, and Michigan had 1.
Michigan receiving a first place vote is
This is
absolutely
wild.
insane.
Absolutely crazy. I don't think anybody.
So with the Cleveland.com, they side with AJ and I, Illinois at 4.
Mhm.
And I feel lousy about that. But there seems to be a consensus. I feel terrible about putting Illinois at 4.
They're the team we know the most about, I think, in this group.
I texted Evan yesterday, too. I said, hey, your school's having a banner day on Big Day on BTN.
Mhm.
He was funny. He's like, yeah, we graduated past only having 2 rebroadcast sporting events. I was watching him put it on Ramil Robinson and Glenn Rice. Man, Glenn Rice was a bucket.
Glenn Rice is nasty.
Oh, God.
Glenn Rice is nasty.
But
Glenn Rice is a guy that might be better today than he was then.
Man, he was just talking crazy to him. And Battle was having none of it.
His skill set's more valued now than it was back then.
At Bardo, Battle, Gill, Liberty. Well, they were tough.
Was that 89?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Illinois, Michigan, 89.
89, Michigan, Illinois. Yeah.
Michigan at 5. I had them at 6.
I also had them at 6.
Indiana at 6. I had them at 5. So I don't feel crazy. Now this threesome, this trio is interesting.
Iowa, Nebraska, USC.
Nobody agreed on the order, but they all agree that you had obviously had Nebraska at 4.
Yeah.
Nobody can agree on the order of Iowa, Nebraska, USC. I went Nebraska, USC, Iowa. They went Iowa, Nebraska, USC, and you went Nebraska, Iowa, USC.
I had Nebraska, Iowa, Michigan, USC. I had USC.
No, I meant of
But
those
just the-
3.
Oh yes, yeah.
And I had Nebraska, USC, Iowa.
No, even we didn't put them in the same order.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I ask, just for this sake of argument, which of that middle group, so 5 to 9, that we all agreed upon, has the biggest variability from where they could either rise or drop out?
I have one.
I have a couple. I have 2.
Me too. I'll give you the first. Give me first blush.
Nebraska.
Mine was USC.
I think Nebraska has. So it depends on how much variability. But I think Nebraska could win 10 games. That's what I predicted, Matt.
I think the floor for Nebraska in a poor year would be 6 wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7. So yeah, I mean 7 to 10. I think.
6 and 6 would be a disaster.
I agree. I think 6 and 6 would be a disaster. I think, but I do think there's a huge. So I get that it's only 3 wins, but the difference between 7 wins and 10 wins is enormous. That's a huge variance in my mind.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The other is Indiana. I think there's a big variance with Indiana.
I don't so much, just because I think I know what I'm getting with Mendoza and Signetti.
I think that I know what I'm getting with Indiana as a program, and that's on one side of my hand, and then on the other side, I think I know what I'm getting with Cincinnati, which is the opposite other side, which is why I think there's a huge variance as a program. I know what Indiana's been historically.
The team that I think has the most variance of those 3 that we were talking about, because that was your question, or just of the 5 through 9?
Just the 5 through 9.
Man, I went with SC1. Iowa's 2 though. I think Iowa has a ton of variance.
I'm surprised neither of you said Michigan.
I would say I think Michigan has a ton of variance.
I think
Michigan has.
I think Michigan has the highest chance of either going like 9-4 or.
I don't think they're going to lose more than 6, and I don't think they're going to win more than 9. It's only a 3-game swing for me. I mean, does anybody have to see them as a 10-win team?
I mean, if Bryce Underwood's really, really good.
I mean, but do you think that?
No.
Not that they can't be. Do you think that?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Do you think that they would
That's why I didn't put them in
win
my
less than 6 games?
I do think there's a scenario where the wheels fall off.
Ooh, I
agree.
do not.
I think that there's a very good chance that they could completely have it fall apart.
I don't think very good chance, but like I can see if Underwood's not ready, if the Sharon Moore
you don't
thing-
even have to extrapolate. If they don't beat Oklahoma and they lose to Nebraska, it can go bad in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think if Underwood's not good, if the Sharon
And
Moore
I'm just
thing
telling you,
becomes-
Oklahoma defensively was going to be a handful.
yeah, they're gonna be a problem.
That front 4 is as good as almost anybody in all of college football.
And I just don't like. I think we're brushing over the Sharon Moore suspension thing. Like that's a really weird thing to have happen in the middle of the season.
I'm not defending myself, but I'll say, do you know why? Because of how they treated it.
Yeah.
He gets to pick and choose. I mean, they pick and choose.
I almost think
So
that's worse.
so why should we take it seriously?
I almost think it's worse though.
But does that?
No, I get it.
Okay.
They've downplayed it pretty significantly, and he's like, "Oh, you can do these games, so it's not whatever." But to have your coach, like, let's say you win your first couple games of the season against whoever state, and then let's say you lose to Oklahoma, and he's there, and you're 2-1, and then you got a 3-game stretch. I mean, you just talked about it. You lose to Oklahoma, Nebraska back to back. All of a sudden, this thing gets weird in a hurry, and then you've got, I think Illinois is in that stretch as well. Who, if Illinois is who all of us apparently think they are.
Well, except you.
I mean, I put them at 5. I think they're 9-3.
Which is weird because that's not what you had them. You had them 8th the first time around when we did the quarterbacks.
I think they're about the same they were last year, which I think is 8 or 9 wins. But I do think the difference between
But you had them 8th in the
I think the difference between 5 and 9 could be 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah, I could see
like 8 wins could put you in 9th.
This would be a heck of a. Well, look at the standings from a year ago, AJ. You want to talk about why I'm chalking that there is going to be a tiebreaker scenario? Look at last year's standings in the Big Ten. And I think it's even more convoluted or crowded this year than it was last year.
Yeah, so second and third are both 8-1. Fourth place is 7-2. Fifth and sixth is 6-3. Seventh and eighth is 5-4. And then you got 3 teams.
You
at
had
4 and 5.
multiple ties.
But let's just even pretend, for the sake of argument, let's say the Nebraska games flip with Iowa and Illinois, which was absolutely on the
Nebraska
table.
wins those.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Nebraska's 5-4, Illinois is 5-4, Iowa's 5-4, Michigan's 5-4, Minnesota's 5-4.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I say, like, the difference between 5 and 9 could be one game. Right. So if I have Illinois at 8 or 9 wins, they could be 5, they could be 9, and I don't think that's crazy. Like, I think that's very, like, the difference between 5 and 9, I think, is going to be a game in the standings.
And I was tempted to put Washington at 9 as opposed to Iowa,
got them at 10.
But I don't feel comfortable
Leaving Iowa out.
I don't.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's why I put them where I did. It's more just trusting Iowa more than anything. Put them at 8.
Man. So just no love for Minnesota, huh?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, was it hard not to put Minnesota in your top 10 for the conference?
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree.
I think the cutoff's at 11.
It does.
I think the cutoff's at 11.
Even like right now,
Yeah.
it doesn't sit well.
Mm.
Because I think Minnesota is got a chance to be pretty good.
I mean, looking at the preseason poll, I think
this monitor is sweet.
I know I like having the monitor here. I think the cutoff's 11, not 9.
For Minnesota?
For the middle class of the Big Ten.
I would agree.
I think it's at 11, not 9. And I think UCLA is probably knocking on 11. Like, they're knocking on that door.
I certainly think Rutgers is better than 14. But I feel like I say that every year.
I also think that 7 and 5 could put you in 14th. You know what I mean?
You could convince me.
You know, so like that's the hard part, is like off the bat, it feels like, ooh, Rutgers, I think, is okay. I think they're a bowl team, all this.
Are you saying 7-5 overall?
Yes. Yeah.
So last season, there were 5 teams that finished either 8-5 or 7-6 at the complete end of season bowl game and all.
Mhm.
That would be Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Rutgers, and USC. If you throw Washington, they were 6-7, and then Nebraska 7-6. That makes 7 teams that finished at 7-5. And then, of course, Nebraska was in the 13th spot.
So am I the only one that could see SC winning 10 games?
No, I think they're a pretty high variance team.
I think they're the highest. Now talking through it, you could maybe convince me it was Michigan of the teams that are 9 and above.
I don't think the wheels are going to fall off for USC.
I don't see it happening in Michigan.
I can see it happening
either.
more with Michigan than I can with USC. But maybe I'm putting too much on the Sharon Moore thing. I think that's a super weird situation. We don't actually know if he's a good head coach or not. We don't yet. Right? Like, we don't have any idea.
Do you like Michigan or USC head to head?
Today?
Yes.
SC.
They'll play October 11th.
The
so we'll figure that out.
only
Where is
pause,
that game again?
That is in LA.
The only pause that I have, just like if I'm going neutral field, those two teams today, is stylistically. I've seen Michigan beat teams they're worse than because they're able to impose their style of game. If I'm taking, I think USC is more talented. I think they're more likely to reach their ceiling than Michigan is this year, USC, but I don't know about a head-to-head matchup because of the stylistic issues. I don't know if USC is physical enough this year compared to last year to deal with a Michigan, but I think USC has a really good chance.
So you're giving Michigan the benefit of the doubt that they'll just be who they have been up front.
Yes.
Well, they lost a ton defensively.
They did.
But they were deep.
And that's kind of the culture of their program, is to smack you in the face.
What do you I bet these aren't the same. What do you think's getting the most benefit of the doubt due to their reputation in this poll?
Oh, I think it's obvious. I think there's one very obvious.
Don't say it yet. Do you?
I think there's one that I definitely feel.
All right, you ready? We're going to count it down.
I feel like mine's a hot take, though.
We're going to count it down. Right? On the count of, I'll go backwards from 3. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Ohio.
Oregon.
Indiana. Oh, whoa.
We did 3 different teams.
Okay, so if I had to pick the order, so I said Oregon.
Yeah.
You said Ohio State.
Yeah.
Austin, you said Indiana.
Indiana.
If I had to rank those, I don't disagree with any of those.
I think Signetti's getting the benefit of the doubt more than Indiana, but yes, I get that for sure.
And you don't love how much Ohio State had to
They
replace,
lost a ton. I get they're talented, but they lost a ton of guys.
and they have to replace their quarterback.
And their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator.
Is Ohio State just getting the almost like Alabama
So
treatment
you
at
guys
this point,
think?
though?
Yeah.
So you don't think Oregon's getting the benefit of the doubt?
I think they do. I think they are.
You can convince me in an
To
argument,
put
but
Oregon at.
I
Now
think
they're talented though.
so. I think the talent
don't-
gap. So I think what you're seeing here with the votes is why they're at 2, and there's a gap of 8 votes between them and the second place. I think they're acknowledging what you're saying with putting them at 3rd, but I think the talent gap is viewed between Oregon and Illinois or whoever else you want to put it 4th is big enough that they're like, yeah, I think the talent difference is enough. Now that is a way of giving somebody the benefit of the doubt for sure.
Oh, we couldn't have a show together. I don't even know how we're doing this. We don't agree on anything. I
I got bad news for you, DB. We do have a show together.
But you know, the funny thing is, I could see. I'm totally giving Indiana the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I put Indiana at 5.
That's why I keep saying like, okay,
So, but I didn't say them because Oregon is higher.
Yeah.
With I think more questions.
but better talent.
That's what everybody tells me.
You don't think Oregon's more talented than Indiana?
Yeah, but
so what about same question from what we did 5 through 9? 1 through 4, which team has the most variability?
Illinois.
You think?
Yeah.
Let's do 1 through 3 because 4. None of us agreed on 4.
Okay.
I mean, you
1 through
guys
3.
did.
Yeah,
but
1 through
1 through 3. Who has the most variability? Because I do think that's Oregon. Because I have a hard time envisioning Ohio State not winning 10 games this year.
Man.
I can see Ohio State and Penn State in a national semifinal. I think Oregon in a best year this year.
So am I the
Makes
dumb
sense.
one because I
No.
think it's Ohio State?
I don't think there's a ton of variability because I kind of trust.
What if they
but-
don't get good quarterback play?
You're right. I mean, you're right. You're right. I could say the same thing about Oregon though. It's Dante Moore. I know AJ loves Dante Moore, but we're
But okay, decent. I'll entertain it.
Okay.
Let me give you my pushback. Based on Ohio State, how Ohio State's built,
they
the
need
next 2
better
best
quarterback play.
offensive players are Tate and Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, you need better quarterback play.
You need quarterback play.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you're right.
Their top 2 players are Smith and Downs.
Hmm?
I didn't say anybody on the O line. I didn't say anybody on the D line, even though I do think the D line will be pretty good.
Yeah, you do.
So they may be more quarterback dependent
I could see that.
on than what Oregon needs to succeed because of Oregon up front
Mhm.
and their ground game, which is
Totally
legit.
Totally fair.
So that's why I said Ohio State.
I think the talent level of Ohio State gets me to 10 wins pretty much no matter what. Yeah.
That used to make you mad in February.
I mean, I still don't love it, but I think it's true. I don't think, and listen, there's a world in which none of the young guys pan out on the lines the way we need them to, and that hasn't really happened to Ohio State. Not to the point where they get to 8 wins or it just hasn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to do with it. I do think we're giving, I'm literally doing the thing I said that people were doing right now. I'm giving them the most benefit of the doubt.
I think they have the most variance.
So Rico brings in some more context. He dove deeper into the preseason poll.
Well, how is Rico doing this, holding and burping babies?
He's got many skills.
Rico must be uber talented.
Illinois finished 4th in voting. The Wolverines finished 5th. Both only received 1 vote higher than 4th place. So Michigan being their first place vote, and then Illinois receiving 1 vote higher than 4th. UCLA and Washington had the widest range of votes. The Bruins received votes from 9th to 17th, and the Huskies earned votes from 6th to 14th.
Yeah. So if you ask me overall who I think has the most,
The most variance.
it's Washington. For me.
Yeah, I could see that.
It would not surprise me if Washington was anywhere from 4th or 5th to 12th.
I was gonna say 6th. I don't think I can put him higher than 6th. But if Damon Williams is good, like if he's who you like him to be and who you think
And
he
they
can be,
run the ball.
yeah. And I mean, and Jed Fish is really good at what he does. I mean, that's a dude.
Who is it for you, Austin? So that would make sense with Washington. I agree because they had anywhere from, what do you say, 6 to what?
6 to 17th.
Oh,
Sorry, for Washington, 6th to 14th.
I was gonna say, there's no way they're.
But that's still a lot.
No, it's big. But I was like, you're not putting them below Northwestern.
Anybody else? Ask Suave. Does anybody else have a variance of eight spots?
UCLA, which I actually agree with. 9th to 17th.
That's interesting. I don't think there's.
No, I don't think they're 17th bad.
No,
but I agree with that though.
I do think there's a lot of variance with UCLA. There's no way they're 17th bad. There's no way they're worse than Purdue or Northwestern. I'm not buying that. I will take 9 to 16.
Okay, let me ask you something.
And you could talk me into like 8 for UCLA. So like the variance would be the same. I just think it's a little higher.
QB
like
Ace is curious about Michigan State.
I don't think I like their overall talent enough to put them on the
I love Jonathan Smith, and if Chillis is good,
that helps a lot.
I mean,
I don't think I like their overall talent enough to get them above. I mean, they're going to be. I don't think I can get them above like 9 or 10. I don't think I like their overall talent enough, and I think 14 is probably their floor. So it's probably 4 to 5 spots.
Did you hear me? Was it on Sports Nightly? You know what my dumb butt said was must win, and the first handful of games for Nebraska outside of Cincinnati.
What's that?
Michigan State.
Yes.
Yeah.
We broke down last week the different schedules.
The Minnesota, who's else? Minnesota, Maryland, Michigan State stretch.
I think Michigan State is must win coming off of whatever happens in the Michigan game.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be, and I'm not even a schedules guy. Maybe I was talking to I think it was on Sports Nightly.
So you can not be a schedules guy and still acknowledge, like, hey, there's places where this
like you kind of have to
like bring it a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah, because I think somebody asked me, well, how's Nebraska only going to get to 6? And I still think they have the same 4 swing games, and you go 1 and 3.
Yeah.
It's you can get there. It's ugly.
Mm-hmm. It's real ugly.
Yeah, but if they go 3 and 1 in swing, then you're talking 9-10 range,
which is what I'm talking about,
right? Because if in some world you see them beating Michigan State, Iowa, and Minnesota,
which I do,
that's like, is that a stretch?
I don't think so. Not in a vacuum.
Okay.
Like if you take each game individually.
I like the content. I like how you said that, in a vacuum, because historically they don't beat Minnesota and Iowa in the same season.
Yeah, they don't beat Minnesota and Iowa. Yeah, like they've struggled with those teams. But in a vacuum, I don't think it's a stretch.
Each individual game, do you have to rack your brains to see Nebraska win those games?
Absolutely not.
So if they win those 3,
not crazy.
Then you're talking about
what I'm talking about.
What you're talking about.
10 and 2, 9 and 3, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So
what you are talking about, 4th or 5th in the league at that point.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one thinks Iowa has a wide variance. Is it just because you just pegged them for
8 or 9 and that's it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, if I'm being totally honest. I don't think
with good quarterback play, check out that skit. I could see a world in which Iowa gets to 10.
I mean, I'm never going to count it out because it's never the years that we think it's going to be, right? It's never the years where like, oh, Iowa's kind of set up for this. They're going to get to 10 wins, and that's the year they have 7. And then we sleep on them one year.
First blush right now. Who are you taking, Iowa and Iowa State?
I like Iowa State a lot. I'm a big Rocco Becht guy, so I'm taking Iowa State. And
AJ?
It sort of seems like Matt Campbell's figured him out recently.
Take State.
He's won 2 out of the last 3.
Those first 4 conference games for Iowa do set them up, interestingly, because it's at Rutgers, home against Indiana, at Wisconsin, and then Penn State at home, which they're notorious. That's their season right there.
Boy,
they're notorious for that Penn State.
There's a couple of tricky ones, though.
Yep.
Where's Indiana again?
Iowa in that stretch?
It's the end of September in Iowa City. I think that one, if you look at where the preseason poll is right now, obviously 6 and 7 right there, but I think that one determines a lot. If you look,
I didn't realize that game was so early.
So the stretch you're talking about is at Rutgers versus Indiana, at Wisconsin versus Penn State?
I think you'll know a lot about Iowa in that 4-game stretch.
You know what's funny?
What if I kick out?
I kind of
What if I kick
don't
out?
sleep, man. They
I'm
got to go
not.
to Piscataway.
No, but I mean,
kind of like that, AJ.
But here, listen. This is even. So this stretch is actually really tricky for Iowa because it's more than just starting at Rutgers and ending at Penn State. Because then you go Minnesota at home,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go Oregon at home, and then you've got at USC. Like, this is kind of a tricky schedule for them to navigate. Then you get Michigan State at home, depending on.
I mean, they're good at Kinnick.
Yeah.
We do know that.
But 2 of those games at Kinnick you've got Oregon and Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of.
We know, like, that was the Barkley jump game, but we know Iowa will play Penn State tough in Iowa City.
Would you be shocked if Iowa splits?
Is that what
home
Josie
games?
showed out?
Yes.
Was that camp? Yeah.
Would you be shocked if Iowa splits Penn State and Oregon both at home?
I would be shocked, yeah. I don't think they're winning both those games. Or I don't think they're winning one of those games. I think that's 0-2 for them.
I agree. It should be 0-2, but I wouldn't be shocked if they get one of them.
I mean, it depends on what you mean by shocked. I mean,
shock means shock, man. Don't read into it.
So the game goes final, and you're like, hands are over your head. You're like, I can't believe that happened.
I would not be shocked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if Penn State lost at Iowa City.
I'd agree with that.
How do you not like Penn State?
It's not that I don't like Penn State. I just said that I think I was going 0-2 there, but stylistically, I think Iowa matches up better with Penn State.
Well, this is going to be a heck of a season.
I'm just saying it's like 7-game stretch at Rutgers.
Yeah, but I think you're not downplaying Iowa City. You're looking at the opponent.
Yes, I am.
Okay, because they're really good at home.
I get that. But Oregon and Penn State are 2 of the top 3 teams in the league, according to the preseason poll. So I think they beat Indiana at home. Now, who's downplaying Kinnick now?
I'm just a matter of factness. I think that game is interesting. I'll be curious to see what that line is.
I mean, if we think Iowa and Indiana are in the same neighborhood and
they are,
and Kinnick is as hard to play, then like that's a win for Iowa. Like that needs to be a win for Iowa, right? Like that's the only thing.
Yeah, I think it's a game they've got to win.
Yeah. So then you've got at Wisconsin. That's going to be tough. Like, isn't Camp Randall's not a super fun place to play?
No, and their schedule is so bad.
And Fickle's coaching for his life. So I don't know what that looks like by mid-October. If Fickle's, I assume Fickle's still the coach at that point. I don't think it'll fall off that early. But then Penn State home, I think they beat Minnesota at home. Teams that are about the same, man. You give it to the Kinnick nod there. But Oregon at home is probably a loss. Then at USC, I think at USC is probably a loss. That's a tough place to go. Like, that's a tough road trip. I mean, it's not necessarily as tough to play as some of these other places. That's a tough road trip, though.
Yeah, the Iowa or the Washington thing, and I'm not usually an AJ guy during the show, but I'm kind of nodding a couple of times through this segment.
You had Washington at 5, is that right, Austin?
Yes, yeah. And then Nebraska 6, but I had them as tied, but yeah.
Seems high for Washington.
5 seems high.
It does. Kind of. But not by a ton.
And again, so I'm picking nits here, right? Because if I think there's a 1-game separation between 5 and 9, then for me to say, I think their ceiling is 6, then what am I really saying here, right? Like, so to Austin's point, if he's got Nebraska and Washington tied for kind of that 5th spot and it goes on a tiebreaker, then essentially they have the same record.
I think in Washington's, the reason why is the first 6 conference games for Washington, I think there's one almost for sure loss. The rest, I think, are pushes because of either who they have at home and who they're playing, or basically just where they're who they're competing against. Because I'm not high in Michigan. I think they can go into Michigan and win. I think the Ohio State Conference opener is a loss. They should be able to beat Maryland no matter where. They can beat Rutgers at home. They can beat Illinois at home, and they can beat Wisconsin on the road.
Wisconsin on the road is going to be tough. Now,
but by that point on November 8th, Wisconsin at Camp Randall.
So we have no idea what Wisconsin season looks like at that point.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part.
Well, if you look at their schedule, you should get a fairly decent handle on it early.
Yes. Right. But by November, sitting here today on November 8th, we have no idea what Wisconsin is.
No.
But
we just know that they got a tough schedule.
Illinois at home, I think, is harder than maybe Illinois at going to Washington. I think a little harder than we're giving it credit for. I think going at Ann Arbor is probably a little harder than we're giving it credit for. So I don't know what to do. Washington's got a lot of coin flip games on their schedule. They could go either way, and it depends on how good Damon Williams is.
Don't disagree that they're a coin flip.
Lots.
I
of them.
just lean the
Yeah,
Washington
no,
side.
that's fine. I mean, I get it.
Who are you looking forward to? Who is there anything you want me to grab tomorrow at Media Days?
Ooh,
I think Illinois will be interesting.
yeah, I think Bielema's gonna have a lot to say. I would like you to
You
ask.
think is his wife coming for old time's sake?
I would like maybe living out there in that Vegas life.
Sorry, matter.
You know, it's good times out there. I would like you to ask Bielema about the SEC posturing.
You guys, do you want me to rewind to 2018 meltdowns? Austin, from the get-go,
He was still just a pup in 2018.
I said, listen, you better get some uniformity. you better understand what the criteria is to come to the dinner party.
Those meltdowns were
Stop letting anybody in the party without any dress codes. And you don't like college sports. I just want more football, more teams. Then I heard this argument that in 5 years, the more teams you add in, the more balance that there'll be in college football. And I was like, oh, really? I can't wait to see how this unfolds. And here we are back to schedule talk.
Schedule talk all the time. We love schedule talk.
7 years later.